races to Poland. I almost want to do a follow-up interview in about 5 hours' time.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Welcome back to Long Views by Misspent Summers, the audio zine that brings you a unique insight into the world of mountain bike racing. My name is Archie, and this week we're looking back at the second round of the 2024 UCI Downhill World Cup that took place in Bielsko-Biała, Poland, a brand new venue to the World Cup circuit. It was a truly exciting weekend of racing, a new track, variable weather and wild fans all came together to make it hard to drag your attention away from this event. Sven Martin, Misspent Summers photographer and Downhill World Cup expert, was trackside in Poland all week and caught up with a bunch of riders after the race, including World Cup winners Marine Cabirou and Rónán Dunne. But before we hear from them, here's a rundown of all the podium finishers. In the men, it was Rónán Dunne, Loïc Bruni, Loris Vergier, Benoît Coulange and Amaury Pierron. In the women, it was Marine Cabirou, Camille Balanche, Nina Hoffman, Jess Blewitt and Tani Seagrave. In the junior men, it was Asa Vermette, Milan Falke, Dane Jewett, Till Auran and Raphael Giambe. In the junior women, it was Heather Wilson, Arise van Leuven, Sasha Ernest, Eliana Holzbosch and Kale Cushman. This weekend, Rónán Dunne got his first ever World Cup win. Rónán in the past could have been described as a bit of a loose cannon, but something seems to have changed for 2024. His win at Red Bull Hardline Tasmania earlier in the year was seemingly a sign of what was to come. He laid down consistently fast and composed runs all week in Poland and left it all out there on race day. It was an incredible run. Congratulations, Rónán. Sven now speaks to Rónán.
Sick trophy.
Rónán Dunne, I think the first photo I ever took of you was in Lenzerheide. You had I think you called it a goon bag or a goon bottle.
Oh, yeah.
And you were captain or king of the non-quali party.
Oh, yeah. That was...
And that was like maybe, I'm going to say 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And you've come strength to strength the last 2 years, and we could see it coming last year. And this was really the track for you.
That wasn't too long ago, and I think I was just a Irish kid who liked to drink after races and crash bikes, and I think we've changed a lot, I think, but I love this track so much. It was so sick, just proper downhill, natural, rough at the top, insanely high speed in some sections and pretty physical, so it's good fun.
And really a track you needed racecraft just because of how much it broke up and changed throughout every single day basically?
Yeah, it changed constantly. Like from day one I kind of picked my lines and basically stuck with them. They might not have been the fastest lines, but they're definitely lines I could hit the fastest, so it was enjoying it was so sick how much the track changed and the weather, how much it was like kind of teasing us.
That's what I mean, you really had to have a head about you.
Yeah, I put on a front tyre like that. I haven't
what did you settle on?
I ran the new High Roader 3 on the front, and I only did a few runs on it. Didn't do any runs on it this morning practice, but I was losing the front a bit, so I was like, okay, we'll just run it.
Is that kind of like the new shorty replacement?
Lower cut shorty, so she still rolls fast, perfect for dry conditions, and she kept the front end up, so big thanks to that tyre.
And you, Remy Tiran and Lucky were the only 3 consistently doing the sketchy double into the final hookup turn.
I didn't think it was too sketchy, to be fair. I thought,
of course you did.
My logic was if you're in the air, you can't slip. So
I
mean, I'm not going to slip in the muck if I'm in the air. So
there is some logic there.
Yeah, there was good. So it was it never failed me all week, and I just stuck with her, and it was got me to the bottom.
Got it for Dak, but obviously the you Mondraker boys are doing something right. Super start the game, the new bike, new team, new setup, everything.
Yeah, it's been a dream setup. I like full factory, even to do this for the whole Mondraker factory, it's been pretty insane. Like, I've loved the brand so much as a kid, and to get it back on the top of a podium is a dream come true.
Do you know there were 4 French dudes and you on top of the podium?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
All 4 French royalty of downhill, all 4 of them, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like, I was looking at the live timing before my run, which I never usually do, and I seen Bruni's time, and I was like, okay, either we're going for that helicopter ride or we're coming down for...
Because it's almost come down to that. I mean, you could see Dak had to push, Lockie had to push. You're not going to be on the box even, never mind the win.
You have, you kind of switch off the brain and just force yourself not... There's sections I wish I could break, and I was just forcing myself not to break. It was pretty insane. It was, I just love that run. I'm looking forward to watching the GoPro back and hear myself screaming.
And I don't know what it was about it. There was this feeling I had, and that's why I came to chat to you yesterday. And I didn't talk to anyone else. I just was.
Cheers.
I don't know. But anyway,
I put this.
And I won money on you too.
I had Lucky Shamrock. Oh, she broke up a bit.
Oh, you got the 4-leaf clover.
I had a 4-leaf clover in there that Tehudo picked for me in Ireland. Back on the motocross.
Are you serious? Let me see it on your hand.
Oh, she's a bit.
Yeah, it's alright. I can get the crumbles.
Yeah,
nice
I was
one.
in the back of my phone case, and I just threw it in just before the run.
No ways.
It gave me good luck, so big up to Hudo for picking this for me.
Put that one back in the phone case. Let's see if we can run him all season long.
I know what field it came from on the farm, so I'll pick another one. Maybe they all have the same power. Yeah.
Power to support it. I almost want to do a follow-up interview in about 5 hours' time.
Please don't.
Please don't. All right, dude. Congrats.
I wonder how long that 4-leaf clover will last in the back of his phone case. Let's hope it continues to bring him luck this season because he is so excited to watch. The next rider with Sven is Marine Cabirou, who managed to take her 8th World Cup win this weekend. A strong ride for Marine saw her win in Poland by just over a second. Here she is with Sven.
So, Marine, it must be nice to start the year. The last year you've been like trying to get back to the top, and now you're pretty much like are on top, and you don't have to keep trying. You're where you want to be, and now the rest of the year can carry on as normal.
Yes, of course. Everything is easier because I'm already in shape and I can fight for the win every weekend. So I'm really happy, and yeah, it's just amazing.
Do you think filming with Valley and Brendan in Death Grip helped you with some of the jumps this week?
Of course, Brendan helped us a lot on the jump. We jumped some big jump like we never jumped it before.
Yeah.
That was just amazing, and it was a good moment with Valley, and we shared a good moment all together. It was really amazing to shoot for this grip.
It's pretty cool. You girls, actually, you're your biggest competitors, but you hang out quite a bit together. I see off-season, sometimes they're doing road camps together. You and Valley going to Oregon to film together. It's pretty cool to see.
Yes, of course, it's super fun. We are in the downhill, and I think like everybody starts to be really friendly, so it's super cool to feel, and we have a really good atmosphere between all the girls, so it's really amazing.
Now, you girls had a lot harder racing conditions than the men. How hard did you decide to push, hold back, be careful? Like, what was going through your head in your run or before your run?
It wasn't easy because at the beginning I didn't know if I go with mud tire or with dry tire. Finally, I choose to keep with my dry tire.
Dry tire, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was a good choice. And yeah, I try to push as much as I can.
Continue. Anyway, the fans want to hang out, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Those Polish fans are something else. Anyways, it was not easy racing out there for the women. Conditions were greasy, making it hard to trust corners and routes, but it was also hard to choose what tyres and pressures to run in the ever-changing weather. Camille Balanche found some serious speed this weekend, going fastest in qualifying by over 7 seconds in some treacherous conditions. Camille was forced to sit out the second half of the 2023 season due to injury, but it's great to see her back on a bike and back up to speed. Over to Sven with Camille.
Camille, I'm going to say well played, because this was like in your early days when you started taking all those wins, you were very calculated. And then you just had a race for the win, and now you're a bit calculated again, and you made some decisions yesterday, which even maybe paid off today.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for me, it just didn't make sense to ride in the mud. And then yesterday, I was like, I had a really good quali, but just rode safe.
Yeah.
And then so for the semi, I was like, I do the same, but I was really surprised how the track changed.
Yeah.
And I went on the ground, and it's the first time that it happened in a race run for me. So I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like what the hell, like first run of the weekend, I had a UG because I decided to do all the jump.
But you follow the fastest young kid in the world.
Yeah, because I was like, he's so good.
Follow the best guy.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want it to jump, but then he was just in front of me, and I was like, yeah, well, that's a sign. It's a really good junior. I should follow him. But then he was so fast, I just
and he squashed and you didn't squash.
Yeah, and I didn't squash. So then I was like, yeah, this weekend was so weird. I was like just doing shitty stuff all the time and then hurting myself and crashing. And for the final, I was like, stop. We go back to the basics. I do a safe run. I need to be consistent, and it's what I did. And
that's what Nina said as well, actually.
Yeah, it was too much. I needed to calm myself and just ride steady and well. And I mean, for sure I could have won some more time there and there, but
Yeah.
at the end I knew that was safe, and that's
Happy
why
with the
I-
result at the
Yeah,
end,
for sure. Yeah, really
right.
happy.
Well, good to see you 100% healed. Is there any? Do you have any niggling or like still? Is it still tough? Or like, how
Yeah,
are
for
you
sure.
feeling?
Yeah, I don't have like headache or stuff necessarily, but I have like sometimes like huge like down in energy, mental energy.
yeah,
Like I would
yeah.
be home and then suddenly like I would feel so bad, and then sometimes I go ride and it's sick and it's nice weather and stuff, but I
Yeah.
need to go back home because like
Really?
in my head I can feel like I don't have
Wow.
energy. So no, it's like a lot of up and downs. This weekend was pretty good, but at home I have a lot of trouble sometimes. Or like in Fort William,
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything else than just riding.
Really?
Like I couldn't look at my I didn't watch my GoPro, I didn't watch the time, I didn't watch the line, like I didn't have energy for that, and that's so weird, because you feel fine, like
Yeah.
physically I'm totally fine and I can ride, but I can't invest too much energy for stuff, or like little stuff take me way more energy, and it's like one day it's really good, one day can be really shit, so that's for sure a bit weird.
Just make the
But-
smart choices and listen to
Yeah.
your instincts. Then.
Or you just need to listen to that and be
Yeah.
okay with it, and then sometimes I just go back home because I know I feel shit, and then or like I don't train, or like, but I think it's gonna get better and better for sure. I just need to be patient.
Well, yeah, better. Second on the podium. This is getting better, right?
Yeah, but like I said, my riding is okay. It's just the mental side. It's up and down, and that sometimes I'm missing a lot
And
of
your
energy.
mental is one of your biggest weapons.
Yeah, so I need to take care of it.
Of course. All right, nice one.
Thank you.
Camille's crash following ace of a met in practice was huge. Glad she managed to walk away from that one, and good to hear that she's getting back to where she needs to be physically and mentally. Third place for Loris Vergier in Poland after an incredibly consistent weekend. He went fastest in qualifying, second in semis, and joined 4 other members of French downhill royalty on the podium in finals. Let's hear from Loris.
Loris, right after podium, and here you are going back to work, talking shocks, talking testing. Is that how it is? Just everything's got to be 100% dialed if you want to be on the top step?
You cannot imagine. It's I was telling Kev, my old mechanic, that back 6 years ago, like it was so chill compared to now. Like 3 teams were doing the job, and now absolutely everyone is doing it, and they throwing money at it, and everyone is getting so fast. So you need every little detail, otherwise you just get smoked.
Well, I wouldn't say you got smoked. You're one of the few guys, any track, any conditions, wet, dry, you're going to be like a solid for the podium and the threat for the win.
Yeah, hopefully, but yeah, the young guns are coming. Everyone is doing great, so it's getting harder and harder. So with age, you get a bit more scared, and today I wasn't, so I'm happy about that. And hopefully we can keep that looseness all year and grab some better points.
That you are one of the younger old guys. Because you're not even old, man.
Yeah, but think about it.
But you are the
Loic,
younger one of the old ones. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Loic, Troy, Luca and I,
Yeah.
Amaury,
Yeah.
and then there's not many much older, like Danny.
And now you got Lucky and Rónán coming up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Asa, and then all the,
Yeah.
all
But that's
the
what you
kids.
did. You guys raised the bar on the old boys. You know? You
Loic did.
You too. Come on, man. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
no, I was just catching up slowly. Now it's like the junior boys are just like killing it, and I think it's the same with Jordan and what's his name? Canadian. He's injured.
Not Bodie.
No,
Oh, Jackson.
Jackson.
Hey, Jackson, is he forgettable? Eh? No one remembers that kid.
No, yeah, the bar is so high now. It's crazy, and it makes it obviously more exciting when you do podium. But yeah, it's crazy thing.
We'll fast forward a few races, getting ahead of ourselves, but you loved Andorra, World Champs this year.
Yeah, it's a goal of mine, obviously.
Yeah.
But we need to sort some things out in that time, I think. So hopefully,
You got time.
Hopefully.
Anyway, good to see. Hey, 4 Frenchies and 1 Irishman
Insane.
on the podium.
And I feel for him because he was so loose, so happy to be winning.
Yeah.
And we were all like, oh yeah, it's just,
yeah.
it was just boring. But, yeah.
Boring.
No, it's cool to see him. I didn't expect him on that track, to be honest. Like, it was physical, and I did not expect Rónán to be physical.
No one realized how physical it was. It was just not just because it was wet, but there was a lot of getting back up to speed.
Exactly. A lot of stop and go, which
Yeah.
we don't usually have
Yeah.
in World Cup.
Yeah.
And all the Polish guys are asking me, how do you like the track? I was like, it's the only thing I don't like. And
Oh,
it's
shit.
it shouldn't be on a World Cup track. We need momentum and speed.
But then there's other people that say some of the tracks are too straight and fast and they become easy and wide.
And in between.
But that's why we have a series.
Yeah. But then a stop and go before jump line uphill should be like a nice firm carry momentum.
But hopefully those things can be fixed if they have another event here. Easy fix. Yeah.
Easy fix. And the track was sick otherwise. So
like Ludenville as well, amazing track. People loved it, but there were some problems because it was
easy
new track.
Fix. So I think 1 year and then we'll be done.
Sweet, dude. Well, 2 weeks off, maybe not off. Looks like you're doing work with all that shock talk.
I'm fully doing work.
You do work. I'm on holiday. You enjoy your work.
I do. Okay. 3 days holiday.
Okay, good. You go to the big party.
Take it.
After Poland, Loris is now sitting third in the overall standings, just 13 points behind Rónán and Dunne. The next race is at Leogang, a venue that Loris has had some good results at in the past. Could we see him creeping up the overall standings in a couple of weeks' time? Another rider returning to form is Jess Blewitt. A crash at Red Bull Hardline Wales last year put an end to her 2023 season prematurely, but she's now on a new bike and looking back up to race pace. A podium this weekend is a good way to get her 2024 season going.
Yeah, we were just talking about sleep.
I heard the word snoring.
It wasn't really much. Yeah, big snorer. I do not snore.
Jess,
Yes.
good to be back.
Oh, it's really good to be back.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean it's been a long time since Val de Sol last year, so.
I was going to say your last race, other than Fort William,
Yep.
you were on the podium and then you got injured.
Yep, exactly right. So.
And then you skipped Tasmania Hardline this year. I'm very
Yeah.
happy to see, although you probably had a bit of FOMO, I've got to say.
I had a lot of FOMO, but yeah, this year just only racing, so.
Knuckle down.
Smarter call, I think, or could call it the.
There's time for other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I just wanted to focus on racing, hopefully get a good overall, and I don't really have time to try like these other things that could potentially be injuries. So yeah.
But the women's, the stuff you're into, obviously you're into downhill racing, that's what you're focusing on now, but you got to be proud to be a woman in this time and age, and this, you guys have just been pushing and killing it in the sport.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was really, really cool to see Gracie and Louise do a full run in Tasmania. So, yeah, we've come a long way, and that's exactly what I wanted from when I first did Wales. So, yeah, it's really exciting, and I think the sport's just growing in general, and yeah, the females just keep pushing it. So.
And then back to here, how was seeing the track? Were you like, yeah, I got this podium, I can have it here? How did you get on the track?
Honestly, I wasn't that comfy on the track. Like, you'd think I would be with the jumps, like I was. But, yeah, this track I didn't really have...
Quite physical?
Nah, I think that was okay. Yeah,
okay.
I mean...
You trained?
Yeah, I trained for that, yeah. Cecile had me dying, so, yeah. But, I don't know. Normally, if I feel like I gel with the track, I'm normally thinking, oh, yeah, potentially a podium.
Yeah.
But, honestly, this race, I was just like, if I make top 10, great. But also not great because me being me, yeah. But so
you're going to be happy with the result?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Yeah.
Nice. And Leogang, how did you get on that one?
The last
track of two halves, eh? Very different bits of track there.
Well, last year I came into it after a concussion, so yeah, I slotted into top 10, but. Hopefully,
now,
hopefully. So, it's nice to start. Other than Fort William, first race that wasn't great. So, yeah.
But it's got to feel good now.
It feels good now.
Where you left off, and
that's exactly. So, a little bit of stress has disappeared. So, I've never been so stressed
where do you
going into a race.
Now, where do you hang out the next 2 weeks, being a Kiwi and you're not going home?
I wouldn't consider myself French yet, but I'm basically in France until next year, and then go home.
Where's your base in France?
Morzine.
Not bad. Wait, no one speaks French in Morzine.
Yeah, exactly. So
everything's in English there.
Yeah.
All right.
And trying to work on the French, but yeah. So
cool.
Yeah.
Have fun times then.
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you.
We all knew that Amaury Pierron was built differently, but this weekend was a reminder of how superhuman he really is. Amaury broke his neck less than a year ago in Lenzerheide and was on the podium this weekend in Poland. Absolutely mental.
Bro, Baby steps, and here we are on the podium already.
Yeah,
Break your neck, and 2 races in, and you're on the podium. That's got to feel good.
it feels so good, bro. Like it's been such a nightmare for a year, and coming back at Fort William on the hardest race on the circuit, and it was just so hard, and so many dupes, and everything, on myself, on the bike, everything. You start like to doubt about everything, to doubt about yourself. Like you wonder, like if, like you ask yourself if you belong here, like should I continue, or like fuck 7 seconds off, like I'll never be back on the podium. If it's to be like top 15, I quit,
Yeah.
And it was so hard, but like I was like, okay, just keep following the process, enjoy, and that's what I did. Like we went to Maribor, had so much fun, tried all the stuff on the bike, come here, the track was insane. Having a brand new track, I think helped me, because
It was
everyone
at level.
yeah, everyone same level. It was a bit slower because you needed like to take care of every lines, because it was
Fresh track.
creating lines every run, so you needed to be aware of that. And then with the rain, it was just so much fun, and I was like smiling all the way down, and just can be more proud about me and the people around me. So
this has obviously given you new motivation from Complet to Fort William.
yeah, definitely. Like I was stoked to be back at the races at Fort William, but in the same time, it was so hard
Tough
and
one to swallow.
yes, so tough. It was my worst result since I'm in the team, so 7 years now.
Yeah, but you got to look what's just happened to you. You can't let that go.
Yeah, but I'm tough with me and with no purpose. It's like that. Like I mean,
yeah, you want to put. Well, this is lit in the fire again. I can see it in your smile and in your riding.
yeah, like
Especially in the riding. So
yeah, it's been a good weekend, and just the beginning of the process. So I'm a bit lucky that some riders went down. I feel bad for them, but I'm happy to get on the podium, and we keep building.
yeah, nice one, bro.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
It sounds like it's been a rough road, but it's so good to see him back at the races. Downhill is always better with Amaury Pierron between the tape. I think it's safe to say that Poland was a resounding success, with both fans and riders loving the new track and venue. I hope we will be seeing Poland or some other new venues on the calendar for the 2025 season. Thank you to Sven for providing us with a candid and entertaining insight into the world of racing, as always. If you're a fan of what he does, then please do head over to his photographer page on our website. I'd like to also thank all of you for tuning in and listening to this episode. We're really enjoying putting together our race coverage, and we love hearing your feedback, so please do let us know if there is anything you'd like to see more of, or if there are improvements we could make. Be sure to check out the scratch section of our website as well, which is where we upload all kinds of stuff like interviews, videos, book extracts, product reviews, and other random things. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our weekly newsletter. It will mean that all things mountain biking will go straight into your inbox once a week-ish. And lastly, don't forget that if you like what we do at Misspent Summers, you can help support us by spreading the word, buying anything from our store, or simply hitting the support button at the bottom of our website. Keep an eye on our YouTube and Spotify for more views-related content in the coming months. The next event that we'll be covering is Red Bull Hardline Wales in a couple of weeks' time. Let's hope the wind and rain stay away this year. I hope you've enjoyed listening to this Bielsko-Biała recap, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.